Hey Sagittarius, what's up? I'm seeing you be, I don't know if confused is the right word, but I'm definitely seeing you be like on your way to making sense of something that maybe you're not like totally sure about yet. We are starting off with the World. When the World came out, Eight of Cups was on the bottom of the deck, so this can be feeling like something has completed or finished and you can be done with that. You can be ready to move on, ready to move forward. So it can be this feeling of a sense of completion and maybe kind of like on to the next thing, on to the next situation. I don't know whether that's actually going to happen or not, but that can kind of be something that you're feeling right now. There's some type of cycle going on that heavily relies on your discernment and how you're applying it. Because I see answers being all around, and if you take the closer look, finding them, but there can be some stuff going on that, I don't know, like, do you not want the whole truth, or is something going on in the environment that's making it hard to discern that? Because with Hermit, it feels like trying to look into something, to understand it, to see it clearly, but then having Seven of Swords be next to it, it can be anything that's not allowing you to do that. Whether this be you, whether it be someone around you, it just feels like not having an easy time accessing the answers or the truth. And yeah, whether this can be like your own self-deception or it can be deception around you, there definitely is something going on that feels like it's covering the light a little bit here. You're gonna find it though. So Seven of Swords will be the thing that's blocking you from seeing things clearly. Five of Wands is going to be what needs to be done in order for you to clear that out. But then I'm seeing you get to the Ace of Swords, which means that you're going to find your clarity. You're going to find your answers. But there's definitely something going on that's not making it easy to see the truth of this situation. But it's like the truth is going to come out for sure. Or like you seeing things clearly is going to happen for sure. Seeing strong Virgo energy. You completed something and I'm seeing you move forward. The more you are moving forward, the more clear things are becoming. And I'm seeing what looks like an open door that you are moving in the direction of. Yeah, you know, seeing Seven of Swords and seeing King of Cups gets the feeling of somebody that may be manipulating emotionally, can be like very emotionally intelligent, but kind of using it for, to obfuscate right now, like to make things confusing, to hide the truth, doing things like this. So this can be somebody that, again, is like emotionally intelligent, but instead of using it for good, can be using it to create confusion, to be like doing something that just feels like not outright, not being clear about things, and can just be like subtly creating chaos. But it's like the person that throws something at another person's head and it hits the person, and the person is like looking around, and the person that threw it is like acting as if they were engaging in something else, like it couldn't have been them. It's like one of those situations here. Because there's a difference between somebody doing something and owning it versus doing something and doing everything that they can to hide it or to cover it up. And that's the vibe that I get from this. And even if this is you with you, it can be like, it can be you not dealing with something on the emotional front that really does need to be dealt with here, because maybe you feel like if you were to tell the truth about this, is something that you just can't handle. Well, I'm not saying that's the truth, but it can be something that you're telling yourself here. But if you know for sure that this is not you, this can be somebody around you. Like, if you know that you're not lying to yourself about something here, you're not lying to other people about something here, you're not hiding something, it's going to be somebody around you. But this would be somebody that's very, very good at controlling the narrative. But I do feel like if this is somebody that's around you, somebody that's coming through, I feel like they're saying, hey, you want this opportunity with me, but you can turn this down. You don't have to take this on. Because I feel like you see the situation clearly. And the weird thing about this is that I feel like you just came from a situation where you may have needed to brush up on your discernment skills. And now you have something coming through that's kind of testing that. And it's like, are you going to listen to yourself or not? What you going to do here? Because you are moving forward. I just see this thing kind of like, are you going to fall for it, or are you going to keep moving forward? What are you going to do? Because I see something that would just bring like chaos into your life. And that can be something that you don't want to get involved in. Yeah, I'm seeing a relationship for sure. This has to do with choices that would be being made. And yeah, if this is you, it can be something where you know that this wouldn't be good for you on the emotional front, but it can be something like maybe tempting for you to get involved in, but you also would feel like this is not making a good choice if you were to be totally honest with yourself about this. And if this is somebody that you're already dealing with, which in a way, I don't know if this is already somebody that you're dealing with, because I'm seeing an Ace of Wands, which feels like somebody showing up and being like, hey, do you want this opportunity with me? But seeing Seven of Swords and seeing King of Cups feels like somebody that's not being straightforward with you about things. Like, they're not being clear with you about what their intention actually is, and you can feel conflicted off the bat about this, and your guides are telling you to turn it down. And when you check in with yourself, you know that to be the truth about what it is with you and this person. Like, you know not to go in that direction. So it just feels really clear that you know what choice to make, but you're gonna have to trust yourself. But I'm seeing something that it feels, when you connect with how you feel this is a no for you. And you need to trust yourself, and you need to say that. But the way that this person presents to you makes it seem like normal intentions, but you have a feeling about it and you need to honor the feeling. But if you're not trusting yourself, this may be something that you go in the direction of, only to come back and be like, I should have listened to myself. I had a feeling about that. Because I'm seeing this is something that's going to bring chaos into your life. This can even be something where if you were to sign on for this, you know immediately it would maybe have you stepping outside of your integrity to get involved maybe in the first place in this. If you were to go towards this person, there's just like definitely something weird that's going on here that I'm seeing. And this is about you. It's about trusting yourself. It's about trusting your intuition. And it's about being able to read between the lines, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff going on between the lines, and you need to trust that you are picking up accurately on that, even though you're not being presented with the information. I mean, you are on an intuitive level, but as far as like what you're being presented with in 3D, I'm seeing somebody that's like presenting in one way, but something else is going on and you get the feeling about it and you have to trust it. I'm seeing Virgo and I'm seeing Gemini here, and I'm also seeing a water energy. And I'm seeing Saturn and I'm seeing Uranus on the bottom of the deck. Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury, and this is all connected with intention, what's being spoken, and actions that we are paying attention to, and also the subtle waves of what we're picking up on. Something else that I'm noticing about the place that you're in, you have recently completed something, and so you may be like wondering where you're going to be going next or what's going to be happening, because I'm seeing something that like recently finished out for you, which can mean that you kind of like have a new slate that you are connected with, standing on, and that you're going to be moving forward. And this thing like happens to present itself to you as if it's an option, but I definitely get this feeling of like there's a feeling about this not to take this on and not to go in this direction. And your feeling would be right on that, but you're gonna have to trust yourself here with this. Because I'm seeing this is something that's going to bring up a lot of interpersonal chaos for you. And that can be something that you don't want to deal with. It can be something that you don't want to be part of your like new wave and new vibe that you're on right now. But it can feel difficult because you're going to need to make this call and you're going to need to be straightforward and clear about that. So it can be like being upfront and saying, no, I'm not feeling this. I'm not interested. I don't want to take this on. I don't think that this is a good idea. It's going to be something like this where you're going to have to be clear about your boundaries and about what you're feeling and not feeling, and what you're willing to get involved with and what you also don't want to be a part of. Yeah. All right, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting and tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.